Hello, survivors! Got me a drink. How are we doing today, guys? Got me a spade as well, apparently. Got me some spades. I've changed the position of my second monitor. It's much higher than it was. Makes me feel tall. I don't know, just like I'm sitting up straight or something, I don't know. It's just such a small thing, but yeah. Who are we going to chat? Valiant, Daylight and B, top 3 of the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I hope you're having a good day. The goodest of days. Is there a level up? No, there's not. There's nothing. There is this event going on right now. Silver Strike. Lots of roadmaps. I think I've got everything so far. I might have missed stuff. I don't know, honestly. I don't know. Might have missed stuff. Looks like I missed some. If I can get 50 a day, it looks like I missed some. I'm not too bothered by this, honestly. So it's not too much of a problem for me. There's no stage rewards for me, even. It's just these silver nuggets. Silvers are not that big a problem for me. So it's NBD, you know? Defeat alert enemies. This one's more of a problem for me. Because I think I'm like, it's kind of tight for me even to get my second March. But I have to use ally fighters, apparently. Which is something I'm not very good at. I wonder, are there alert enemies on this? Yes, so it's I could get advancement with my own. Oh, this is actually good. Oh, it's 5 per stage. Maybe I've done okay. I don't know. We'll find out. We've also got in chat. We've got Wheelie Boss, Vaz, Captain Trips. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Sandor, hello, hello. Then there's that guy Lockdown. He linked, or I linked. I linked in the chat the link to the Laura video. If you haven't entered already, you still can. I'm going to be doing the draw about the 2 hour mark, I think. Draw will be at the 2 hours mark. There we go. So in 2 hours, I'll draw the winners. We're going to have 10,000 advanced tokens for a winner and 2 runners up of 5k each. Hey, what's up, Sly? Welcome to the stream as well, man. Hope you're doing all right. He does say hello like it has a W. Never noticed. Who? Hello. Hello. I mean, what? Hello. I mean, that's how you meant to say hello, though. Like, like, I don't say it how you're not meant to say it. Hello. They just pronounce the same way. Like, how else can I say it? It's pronounced the same way. There's no other way of pronouncing hello. Anyway, back on track. Hey, Lockdown got to 4,000 power yesterday. What, in RTS? Was that your defense team or your attack team? What's up? What's up? What's up? Doing good. I hope you're having a good night. I can't complain too much about today. It's been alright. I took the weekend off. If you guys didn't realise, I had no content on my channel for the first time in a very long time. Like 0 content out. Doesn't happen regularly. It's nice to kind of reset. Came up with ideas. I got to see how my channel was acting when I didn't release content, which is also quite rare, and it's interesting to see how it works. But yeah, 4k not bad, but 887k. Now that's good. I mean, you mean in All Stars? Yeah. I've got over a million. Now. What's up, Ruben? Welcome to the stream. Feels like RTS has so little going on at the moment. It does have so little going on at the moment. Anniversary event just ended. We've kind of got a void going on at the moment. It kind of went from doing tons to doing small amounts. So it can feel like there's not much going on at all. What's up, Glenn? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, RTS isn't dead. It's just slow. I mean, it's just between. I think it's the best way to do it is between major events. The way that RTS does things. I mean, we know there's almost definitely something big on the way. Just the way it is. That's why we're trying guesswork last week. You know, what's the next Mythic trial going to be? Because it's most likely going to be a Mythic trial. Had some pretty good guesses. I actually passed on an idea that we had as like, this is a cool idea, and it's so cool that I might actually make some content on it. And basically, like, the stream came up with an idea of a prison team. I've kind of got wider ideas a part of it now, but I like that idea. It's kind of cool. Like, you know, the whole prison get up team, kind of cool. I did pass it on. You never know. Maybe a character could come up. Maybe something bigger. You never know. That could be kind of cool. Kate or Sherry, what game are we talking about? If we're talking about All-Stars, I'm streaming All-Stars tomorrow. You can ask me All-Stars questions to your heart's content on that stream. Right now I'm playing RTS, so if you wouldn't mind keeping the questions to RTS, just so it's easier for me to answer the question, because both Walking Dead characters, it can get kind of confusing otherwise. I think my joke broke his brain for a second. I mean, I was just trying to work out. My attack team. It's not too bad, I guess. It's not too bad. What rating's my team? This team for the farm is 12.5k, I think. Yeah, 12.5. Like the rating of your team comes from levels, weapon, mods, and upgrades on like the passives and stuff. Generally, stat balance can make a big difference as well. Don't worry, Locke, you didn't miss much. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, when I say I took a break, I mean I took a break from like content creation. I still played RTS, still did most of my stuff. Still played other games. I chilled just gaming, watching the TV show, played some Borderlands with friends. You know, just relaxed a little bit. It was good. It was good. It was fun. How many off-duty Rex did you get? I got 5. I got 5 and I got the avatar as well. Now, I didn't have too much trouble with any of the event when it came to power. But my roster is pretty strong. And you guys know, I actually said it from when the Mythics came out. I'm keeping characters. I'm not selling them. I'm going to keep characters and not sell them. And that when you had the option to sell to get bits, I saw other people selling to get like one character this and one character that. My mindset was like, I'm eventually going to get them. And right now I've got like every single gold Mythic token wheel character except 3. And they're not like that pinnacle characters, so I'm set on this stuff. I kind of planned for this being a potential way the game works in terms of, you know, you need allegiances. I'm kind of happy it works that way to a certain extent. Using different characters is fun. But the power side of it wasn't a problem. However, I will say the anniversary event, in terms of just pure attention required and PTSD of constantly thinking you've missed, like, have I missed something? I don't know if I've missed something. Like, it was hard to even really work out if you'd missed something. You just had to do everything that you could see that day and just hope you didn't miss anything yesterday. that was every day in that event for me. Which, it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun, like, in terms of like that side of things. Lockdown, that sounds like a rapper's name or something. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. They had to phone me, you know, they were like, yo, we've got to tell everyone to stay home. Do you mind if we use your name? I was like, you know what? Give me 1 cent for every person that you have to send home. They didn't go for it. They didn't go for it. They did the maths. Anyway, at one point, his in-game name was Daddy Lockdown. I mean, yeah. I mean, I changed my name. I changed my name a couple of times just for fun in game. It would have to be Glenn in the Riot Gear as leader. Yeah, there's a couple of ideas in there for sure. There's a couple of Riot Gear characters. There's a couple of like jumpsuit characters. You know, there's quite a few actually. There's like 8 or 9. And if it was a proper allegiance, like an actual like trial style, there could only be 6. So there might be a couple which will be like, this character probably won't get one. If like in my mind. And I like I said, I'll talk about that in a video potentially, but it really depends on how much content I want to release. And when. If there's gaps, you know. But that's a decent content point. What's up, TM? Welcome to the stream. What's up, 8page? What's up, Pez? Welcome to the stream as well. We need a Glenn in right armor from the prison to prison. The exact Glenn, have him with the fire axe and everything. I think there's a couple of characters that from that I'd love to see. Okay, did we get some progress here? You know what? We did. So we got some more of the spades. Are these called spades? Do you call these spades in America? Shovels. Okay. What do you call the different suits in a deck of cards in America? It's hearts, diamonds, clubs, and what's the last one? Do you call them shovels? Sorry. I want to know. I want to sit down and play a war game with Locke. Have him as the planner, plan the whole entire war out. You call them spades in America. Okay. So spades is a word in America. Okay, we're cool. We're cool. I guess we do cool things shovels in the UK as well, to be fair. Spades. Yeah, I know, right? It's a spade. That's a spade, guys. Hearts, diamonds, spades, clubs, yeah. Now, why are they called clubs? The rest make complete sense. Like, hearts and diamonds make complete sense. Because it's a heart and it's a diamond. Spades, I mean, I get it to a certain extent, but clubs. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? It's kind of like there was two people who made up how decks of cards are made, and they're like, you know what? You can choose two of the suits, and I'll choose the other. And honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this may be sexist. It feels like the woman chose the pink and the red ones because they make sense. There's color coordination there, and it seems like a dude just like made up the other ones, just like spades and clubs. Like I could just imagine, like, we'll take the weekend, we'll break it down, we'll come back with like answers, and the woman comes back and she's like, I've got diamonds, and it's a diamond. It's like, yo, that's sick. And I've got hearts, and it's a heart, and you know what? I'm gonna make them both red. Like, she's thinking like 200 IQ. This is easy. And the guys come back with like, could call this one a spade and this one a club, and it doesn't make no sense. It just makes no sense at all. Like. Good game too. Oh, there's actually a game called Spades. That's just such a mad thing to do. I'm just gonna call it some random thing. Do you want to give Dwight P? Oh, right. I don't even know. I don't even know. It's just so weird, right? It's just so weird. Are they actually? Maybe it's crossed clubs. Maybe that's what it is. Like it's a golf club or something. Something to do with the French. Oh, they're always involved, those guys. I'm sorry, I'm in a mood today. I'm in a mood. I'm only messing around, guys. How's it going, Cygnus? What's up, Bretland, as well? You just came in on my suits on a deck of cards rant. I hope you enjoyed it. Cheer up, it's my birthday. Hey, happy birthday. Congratulations to Cygnus, man. I want to make a really good joke, but I can't really. I was going to say, like, I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. But congrats, man. Congrats. Hope you're having a good day. Nice and chillaxed. 3-leafed clover. See, that would have been it. Clover. Hearts, diamonds, spades, and clovers. I would have, or clove, or something like that, you know? But clubs. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I'm always in that mood. Yeah, happy birthday, Cygnus. Happy birthday, man. I'm not, when I say I'm in a mood, I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just in a, like, in a bit of a hype mood. A little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, we've got some romance stuff to do. We have to take allies. I have to take allies. Remember, take allies. It was yours yesterday. Well, happy birthday to you as well, Valiant. Happy birthday to anyone else who's had a birthday in September. I know some people like to keep that private, but happy birthday. No, it's actually my mama's birthday recently. I forgot to call her. But my mum's got a bit of PTSD when it comes to me using the phone. So I just can't even call her if I wanted to. This is so weird right now. So weird. Oh, goodness. When have you ever seen me in a bad mood? I don't know. I don't know. The Queen hasn't got them. If she has, you're not getting them at all. I saw some weird article about the Queen actually. Like she wrote a letter to Sydney or something, or like Sydney in Australia, and they can open it in 60 years or something weird. It's weird. That one's weird. It might be like she's handing something over in 60 years or something. It's a weird one. Our folks must have, like, yeah, doing the whole like 9-month reversal stuff. It can get awkward on those dates, man. Like, my birthday's in November, so I'm a Valentine's baby. Alright? My brother's birthday's in June, and then, like, we did the whole 9 months reversal. And my brother was a birthday present for my mum. It can get a little awkward when you think about it. What's up? Hello there. Welcome to the stream. Welcome in. Can get a little awkward. And I never did that in my entire life. I never did the whole like reverse sort of thing, but yeah, when I did, it was mistakes were made, man. Mistakes were made. You all entered into the giveaway, guys, on the Laura video. It's the one where you had to comment romance on it. Are you all in? Otherwise, Britain's just going to be getting some free tokens again. I can feel it. Nothing special 9 months before I must have been planned, or not. It's hard to know. If there was something actual special 9 months before, that's planning to a certain extent, right? No, it's just a bit of an awkward conversation, but yeah. The giveaway is going to be at the 2-hour mark. Hey, Hando.
Sounds good.
Thank you very much. 19 months. Welcome to the stream. How's it going, Hando? I've not seen you in a little while. Hope you're doing alright. So in about an hour and a half. About an hour and a half, Cygnus. Do you like it when people call you daddy? You know what? I've never had anyone ask me that question before. And, you know, I'm looking for that special person. I'm joking. Well, actually, I'm kind of not. But at the same time, not really. It could be a bit awkward. Not in public. You know what I'm saying? But it was more of a joke. It was more of a joke. I changed my name there as more of a joke. When I did change my name to Daddy Lockdown. It wasn't, for some reason, there was some big, like, drama that apparently happened because of it in a region. There was fights, like, because I changed my name, apparently. So, like, I was just like, okay. But yeah, it can be weird. Oh, I didn't use ally once, did I? I didn't use ally. Depends who's asking. Yeah, it really does, honestly. Depends. It really depends. But it's like in the UK, there's actually a saying like it's I'm the daddy, And generally, I'm the daddy just means like you're the boss, right? And that was why I used that name. It's like Daddy Lockdown, as in like the boss. But it doesn't translate to America very well. And apparently, like at that point, it was like I had a baby on the way. I didn't hear about any of this stuff until like after the weekend's war, like, and there was fights in the region about like, apparently like lockdown's my man, and I was like, oh well, it's good to know, and all this stuff. It was some weird scenarios were popping up. What region am I in? I'm in Long, I think. Long. It depends who's asking and who's saying. He means to say, yeah. In your opinion, what's the best use for gold coins in RTS? I mean, just to get the number as high as possible, just to look cool. That's about the best use you've got. I guess you can pull ultras, honestly. If you manage to get like 32,000 coins, that's 10 pulls on ultra. You don't get pity, but you've got a good chance of limiting the amount of ultra tokens you have to use. That's about it, pretty much. Like, you could decide, I like this ultra character, I'm going to do a cheeky 5 pull and see if I get them. And then if I get them on the 5 pull, I'll go in on my tokens because I've got enough tokens. Or you could just use like 3,200 coins per ultra that comes out. And the distance between ultra releases is quite large. I'm not saying you could probably make that much, but you could maybe just try and see if you can get a ×5 every now and again. That's the one where you should do every now and again. Otherwise, it's generally making up for stuff in events. Like right now, if this event was a big event, the one that's going on with the spades or the shovels, I think I can buy some. There we go. They're mad expensive. Honestly, they overprice this stuff like crazy, but it's only because shovels are really gold is really trash, so they're trying to make people use large amounts of it because people have got large amounts of it. But in terms of pure price, right, that's one stage in the first 6 stages and half a stage in the second 4, and that costs, right, that basically costs like $3 to get half of that pack. They're charging $3 to do one stage, right? So $3 to get 200 of these. And the nuggets, what can you get with 200? If you can't get anything at all, you can get 1/5 of a silver for 200 here. Okay, 1/4 of a silver. That's the best you can get, right? For $3. Now there's probably a pack here where you can get like in terms of just pure cost, but like this is like this is like 30 silvers, right? 30 silvers for like $12. So 4 times the cost, but like legitimately like 100 times more silver like output, plus everything else, right? Plus everything else. Like this offer is really easy. And then there's a trainer pack if you want trainers. Specials. Let's see if there's anything in here. There might be a silver one here. Some of these coin packs can be reasonable. A lot of this stuff I don't need because I'm like stashed to the hilt. What's that? 400 for 10 cans. That's not that bad. See that's pretty decent. I'm not gonna buy it. But like if you were to spend 2,000 coins here, get 50 cans on SR. To complete SR, I think you need to use I want to say you have to use, is it 15 cans to complete SR? Like if you just straight up can it? No, you have to use 14 cans without any natural. You know, that's not too bad. If you just want to can it, that's generally what I do in SR now, is just can it, just get it out of the way, because it's natural energy is just really rough to have to wait for. What's my can situation like there? I think it's reasonable. I think I had like 50, or 68. Yeah. Ooh. Gonna get 200 horde cans. It's nearly at 200. Where's the old horde cans? Get these. How many of these have I got? I think I've got quite a decent amount. 20. 20. 7 million of this currency, man. 7 million. I think there's some other stuff that I need. Don't get big enough numbers here, but there is some of that stuff that I need. Nope. Yeah, we're in long region. Because I don't switch regions. I mean, I do, but I don't at the same time. I forget. I forget a lot of the time. Didn't someone? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was after I called myself Daddy Lockdown. There was someone who said that, like, yeah, that I'm their kid's baby daddy. I was like, what? I was like, yeah, hold up. That's why I changed that name back real quick. I'm the daddy in here now. Yeah. Battle Pass is ending soon. Which S class do you think is next? S class? Well, if you look at the calendar, there's a big void right now. Like a void. I mean, I don't have to tell you guys what's happening. You know, in my opinion. I think I know what's happening. They've delayed the Battle Pass by a week as well. So, yeah. That 30-day where you get coins every day, I get that for $2 and you have to pay $8, whatever your currency is. That's the first time you buy it, $2. Wherever it is, that one. So this is like $11. This used to be good, but like you see, they haven't updated it since the 6-star era. You know, even the places where they make money, they don't update it. In the S-class era, this wasn't very useful. I'm pretty sure these are all 6-star, 5-star extendables to 6-star. No S-class potential here. Yeah. Like they could have just kept it just be trainers the whole time. They could have even made it so it was less RNG and more choice. I don't know. Coins are kind of gone out the window. I'm guessing not many people buy coins too much now compared to like. The main reason people used to buy coins was to get characters, and people get characters at Ultra and Mythic, Ultra and Advanced now. So I just ran natural, then 2 cans, then had a break. Yeah, that's fair enough. It really depends how I'm feeling. Sometimes I just forget. You know, I'll forget. I'll do a couple of times. I'll be like 5 hours to go. You know, 8 hours to go, and I'll be on like silver. Just like, and then I'll can. When is the next gold rush? Man, come on, man. We are currently done with the story. Now we're working on Conquest, which they said won't really end, I don't think. Conquest ends. They're just making the S-class into Mythics, so I'm wondering who will be next. It's hard to know. I think a lot of the next bit of content, they're going to build up to something big. They just had an anniversary event. Unless they come up with some new structure and new thing, I'm guessing it's going to be a Mythic trial. What that Mythic trial is going to be about, we tried guessing. No clue. It could be brand new, like NWO. It could be kind of a rehash of some characters, maybe like Kingdom, but for another allegiance. It's hard to know. They're just making the S-class. Oh yeah. Don't know why, but I did get this feeling that something strange is going on in the game. Like what? Like what particular? Like the game's not working properly or what? Finally got all my LTs to 720. So 1,441 tons of my tunes. Nice. Very nice. How many different places? 49, I believe. 49. And you run that through once in the main arc and then 6 more times in Conquest. Can't figure it out, just a feeling. I mean, they're building up to something. Obviously, it's the way the game has been all year. You know, NWO, Season 1, Outlanders, Anniversary. It seems to be like 3 per half calendar year. So we've probably got like 1 or 2 more big things to come. So my guess, this is just my assumption of what's left of the year. Okay, got a Mythic trial next, and then after that, it might do another Mythic trial or a big Christmas event, which will be like the anniversary event. They could go 1 or 2 ways there, right? 1 or 2 ways, my opinion. So let's say the Mythic trial starts before the end of the month. That means it will probably end right at the start of November, because they're generally like 5 to 6 weeks long. There'll probably be like a week or 2's break, and then it will start at the end of November, and then play into January or midway through January. Things generally don't go well over Christmas in RTS historically. They generally plan things badly. Like they have like war on like New Year's Eve, or like war on Christmas Eve and stuff like this. Fortunately, people actually talk and say, "Hey, why have you got this on Christmas Eve?" It's like they just don't look at the calendar day when they've organised this for. So we'll have to see. There's also a new war season that hasn't been announced. No info on that. We'll have to wait and see what they do there. I think if they're going to have breaks between war seasons, which they seem to have done this time, quite a heavy break, they need to do kind of like not a war season, but like just something to fill the gap on war. That could, let's say a war season lasts 2 months, then they could do like a non-war season, but it has a depot attached to it and stuff, but it's just not as stressful. It's not like you're getting a character. It's not going towards War of Champions, but you're still getting progress on something, you know, because war just seems kind of pointless, honestly. It just seems kind of pointless at the moment. The rewards are not very good. There's nothing to like gain to go to a war depot. And when that's the case, like from my perspective, if I'm thinking as a spender, I'm just like, why would I need to buy characters right now if I'm buying it for a game mode that's useless, you know? So they have to create a need to do that thing. And they haven't done that with War. Now, don't get me wrong. If another War of Champions is going to come out, the biggest spenders will still spend right now because they know these characters will be useful in those arenas. So, yeah. After doing some thinking, one character that could actually be considered in multiple allegiances would be Jesus, because he was at one point part of each settlement, and he's also been part of random storylines as well. Like, he was part of Telltale. You know, Jesus is actually one of the that is actually kind of crazy. He's been part of a lot of like storylines, just very small parts, but he's been in a lot of storylines. No worries, Hando. No worries. Sleep well. They have to raise the lieutenant level soon, one would think. We've all been maxed for ages, right? If they max... Oh, no, actually, you're right. They don't necessarily. Like, what do you think they should raise it to? How many levels was it in lieutenants per section? Does anyone remember? It's been a while. Maybe I can refund. I'm not sure if I can refund. Can I refund? No, when you max, you can't refund. Maybe I can. Reallocate. Your roll levels are already at the lower limit. It's because I maxed it. Is it 40 or 60? So is it 60 per like section? So like I can level this up 60 levels higher than the rest. Is that right? Or am I wrong there? 40. 40 is a problem. We've got another holiday hero for Halloween. The Yanks love Halloween. They do love Halloween. It's a big celebration in America, isn't it? It's decent. And actually, I had a weird dream recently. I had someone knock at my door for Halloween in a dream. Why did that just randomly popped up in my head? And I was like, sorry kid, I've got no candy. And I was like, okay, that was weird. That's a weird one. I just had a flashback to a dream I just had, like in the last week. That's weird. Anyway, maybe a chance of getting the earlier war characters. Yeah, I guess you could potentially rerun the other war characters, because if they re-release a new war character every time, a lot of the time they're going to try and push the new, like people are going to try and go for the new one. It can make it very hard for people who are not in the top places to get everything consistently. So I think that would be fine. I think, what was the thing they did? I did a video on it. Reforged. Doing a Reforged event would be cool. I don't know. There's definitely things they need to run between. Like, there can be like a War Champion season, and then there can just be like a something else but doesn't have War Champions, you know? Because I understand War Champions can maybe be too stressful to run too often. A, for the game, and B, for the players playing it. But there needs to be like a grander scale thing to War. It can't be just like individual things now, because War just isn't really that event. You know? War for warring gets tiring. You know? War for gold Mythic tokens gets tiring. Do you think they will reset the era again next year? Like, make a new type of tune? I hope not, personally. I said it before, guys. I said it before. I don't think this game could... Well, I lie here. I think the game could survive this. My channel can't. So, if it happened, I don't think I could continue playing RTS realistically. I've already said this before, so this isn't anything new. Just because when it happened on the Mythic era, my channel took a hit. That means that my channel's big compared to how big the game is. My channel's big. It's actually like much bigger than it should be compared to how the game is. Because I'll be honest, Mythic came out, guys. I don't know if I told you this information before, but over a 3-month period, I got a grand total of like 20 subscribers in 3 months. Like 20 more subscribers over 3 months than I had 3 months previous. And it's because every day I got new subscribers, as I would, but I also got a lot of people unsubscribed because there was a lot of people stopping playing the game. And at that point, I was wondering, like, is this it? It was much harder to get views as well. I was having to grind much harder. That's why I kind of took the weekend off that I just had it, because it's crazy as it sounds. That's the first real weekend I've had off properly since Mythic's dropped. Which, it sounds kind of crazy. It's been over a year where, like, I could just take the weekend off because I'd already got a lot of views at the beginning of this month from, like, a lot of All-Star content that came out. Where I could at least relax and feel like I wasn't going to have a bad month. It's kind of struggle. It's a kind of struggle for that side of things. So it was nice. It was nice. But I don't think my channel could handle another reset. Now, would people continue to play RTS? No doubt. They enjoy the game as much as they are right now. I don't think it can happen for me, though. That's just my perspective on it, at least. Said that like there are no Americans in chat. Wait. No, I mean, I think it's true, though. Americans, like, really do love their Halloween. Like, when there's a TV show on, right, there's always a Halloween episode of a TV show. Like, any famous TV show from America, I always remember there's like always like a Halloween episode in that TV show, because it's like it's an actual proper holiday in America. You know, they start selling Halloween decorations and Halloween stuff like a month and a half before Halloween. In the UK, they've tried it, but it's never got as big. I mean, it still is pretty. It's okay here, but it's nowhere near as big. How long have you been level 300? They're supposedly bottlenecking the game and slowing it down, slowing us when they do something like this. And something it's like, yes. I mean, I've always said that the thing they need to do with level increases, right, is pretty simple. They just have a rolling level increase and just change the reward. It could just be an RNG crate. I need to do Ally Fighters still. Okay. They just need to change the crate. It's just as simple as that. Like, I played this game called... Anyone who's been on my channel for a long time, just it's like, yeah, you said this like 3 years ago, Lockdown. I played this game called... I can't remember what it's called. Guild Wars? Guild Wars 2. If you've ever played Guild Wars, you'll know what I'm talking about. When you get to max level in Guild Wars... Normally when you get to max level in like an MMORPG, it's like, yeah, you reach max level, you can't get XP anymore, but that isn't what the game's about anymore. Whereas Guild Wars, you can still gain XP, and when you gain XP, you get when you like reach your level again, you get a crate. You just like get a free crate. You open, it has like random gear in it, random this, random that, random rewards. That was a really cool system. I'm playing Borderlands 3 right now, max level, but now they have a thing called the Guardian system, where XP goes into your Guardian system, and when you level up, it basically works like Conquest and the Lieutenant system to a certain extent, but just you press a button, a pop-up comes up. What do you want to increase? It gives you 5 different things you want to increase. It'd be like gun damage, and it'll increase it by like 0.2%, really low, but I don't know, it's kind of these kind of cool systems that they could definitely incorporate something like that. Anyway, 40, yeah. You're all maxed. It's not like any of us slack off. I mean, I know there are people who have maxed out their lieutenants and they have stopped doing conquest. That's a bad move. The second they introduce anything that requires you to finish conquest, like they could introduce something where it's like the next level of conquest and then expand, you know, something. You don't want to be like in that spot where you have to like you're potentially like 3 weeks behind because you've just not done your conquest. To anybody that likes Michael Myers, October 14th, Halloween ends. When is actual Halloween date? Is it the end of October, right? There's a Hocus Pocus 2, the movie, coming out on Disney. I think I'm meant to watch that tomorrow with a friend. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that, actually. I hope I can. And it's got like all the same actresses from Hocus Pocus 1. It's pretty cool. We have Christmas decorations in the shops right now. All about that. Happy Christmas, chat. Yeah. We're definitely about Christmas. But we're not so commercialized as America is when it comes to like holiday events, and like that's part of American culture quite a lot. Like you're all to a certain extent not like it's kind of like un-American. I think it can be kind of like frowned upon within certain communities if you don't like participate in certain things. That's my perspective, at least, in terms of like participation, especially where you're from. If you don't participate in like Halloween and stuff like this. Although to a certain extent I kind of would like to do it from time to time, but I live on a main road, so it's a bit different. What's up, J Flo? I'm doing alright, thanks. Thank you very much for asking. I'm doing alright. Hope everything's alright with you. I appreciate it. Heathcliff 31st. Is that Hocus Pocus, right? Oh no, that's yeah, that's Halloween. Because there's loads of different dates. There's Halloween, there's Bonfire Night, which is in UK, and then there's my birthday, and I always mix those up. Like my birthday, I'm like, when's my birthday again? It's just stupid. I'm seeing it on October 13th, Daylight Night Shine. All right. Is that Friday? Is that a Friday, TM? That'd be hilarious. A friend? Excellent. Wow. Yeah. No comment. But yeah. They invited me to watch Hocus Pocus, so I'm going to watch it. But I'm kind of busy with some content stuff at the moment. Maybe I'll get a lot of it out of the way tonight. We'll see. And I get to have tomorrow off. 14th is a Friday. That sucks. I do wonder how they're going to end off his series, though, considering it's been going on for so long. I mean, he's either got to get away, or they got to like kill him off, right? He's gonna get away because it'll be like his hand comes out of the water at the end or something, you know, something like that sort of scenario will happen. But it'll be like this is the last one. But it will be like, or is it? You know, like that's how Hollywood is, man. That's how they have to be. September 30th for Hocus Pocus, that's correct. So watching Hocus Pocus 1 tomorrow, I think. Disney Plus, Hocus Pocus 2. The Hocus Pocus 2 trailer is actually really good. It starts off like really serious and eerie, and then like then it shows you the characters that are involved, and it goes back to like the Hocus Pocus one, like more like, I don't know what you want to call it, humorous. They already confirmed only one will survive. Okay. They said it's the final one, so they're either going to kill off Michael's sister and the remainder of his family, or they're going to kill off Michael, or they might have Michael and his sister both. I think that's probably that. I think maybe it's a both scenario. That would be kind of like good writing, I think. But then it would be like, we killed them both off, but did we? You know, it's the whole thing. Michael Myers, did we really? Did we? You know, the amount of times he's died in previous films is like, did we though? Which I don't hate, but yeah, it's funny. Laurie will become my next film. Be like Batman, you know. Or what's the other one? Was it Saw? Where like the guy who was Saw actually did pass away in the movies, but then someone else like continued his legacy. I actually have watched the Saw movies. I'm gonna be honest. I thought they were interesting to a certain extent. The first couple of ones were like cool because you could try and work out what was happening, and then afterwards it was just absolutely atrocious. But yeah, Michael Myers versus Predator. Oh man, some of them were ridiculous actually. The comic book ones. It was like aliens versus, you know, insert like Batman. It's like, okay, cool. I did somebody gave me was Michael's sister sacrificed herself. I mean, there's so many ideas. I love the fan ideas. I do. Some of the fan ideas can be so passionate. I love it. Saw was all about gore fest. Yeah, but it was what there was at least initially Cygnus, we assumed that. But then it had like the whole like sort of twist. It also had a twist in it, which most horror movies don't have that kind of twist. That's why Saw blew up, because it was kind of like, it had that twist. You know, the first movie was really well done considering it was like very, very low budget. And it also didn't have an actor in it that was like really well known for something else. Wasn't it the guy from Princess Bride? Dread Pirate Roberts. That guy. I don't class it as horror. Yeah. I mean, yeah. People have been sending me DMs about how they just decided from my video on the movie than the movie itself, which is crazy to me. Yeah, passion's a big deal, TN. Passion's a big deal. If you can, like, give... like, because you can... It's the same reason, like, people like my content. It's because I create excitement about parts of the game. That's it, right? And I've even had some people say, like, they like my videos more than the game, but they continue playing the game because of my videos. And like, it sounds weird, but it's just like, I can understand it to a certain extent, because I create excitement, something to look forward to, something to talk about. There are definitely people who are into this game because of that. There are definitely people into certain things because of that. Yeah, B. Yeah, B. That's the one. I think that is actually his name, right? I did, but if somebody says Michael Myers looks at his family, feels banning, I don't know. I don't know what you're saying there. It's the guy who says "as you wish" to the princess. Or the bride, should I say. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Passion's a really big thing. I like respect passion quite a lot. Like, it's easy to connect with somebody through their passion rather than through the topic that they're talking about. You know, you can easily see if someone's fake about what they're doing as well, because if they're not passionate about what they're talking about, they're doing it. They're kind of like, what's the word? They are what's it called? Like just going through the motions, you know. But they're not really that passionate about the topic. That's him. I'll have to take you over it. Like, I know he had a weird name, but yeah, I'm not even sure how to. What, I mean, L's? I don't know. What's up, Hinter? What team have you created for Circuit to be placed in? I just put her in a PAM team for the time being. I really should have made her my main defense, actually. She isn't like properly geared up. I need to do that roadmap actually as well. I put her in a PAM team because there's strong characters there. And look at the health numbers on these characters now. And the defense on some of them. Like, she hasn't got a defense item yet. She's got a little bit of defense. You can see her weapon isn't upgraded fully. I thought I got defense on it, honestly. Did I not get defense on her base? No. Oh, if we replace the weapon with a weapon that I'd probably give her, be something like this. She'll get a little bit more HP and defense. So she goes up to 60k defense with a weapon like that. Like, and then because they got such high HP, Mr. Lou's bonus HP is just going to be like if I just set this as my defense now, I'll put as my main. Like, I'll just defend on everybody, right? And on that turn 1, the issue with this team though is like the pre-fight. If someone takes advantage of the pre-fight, that's where it can be a problem. But if I defend, you can see like the buffs and stuff they're getting. I'm gonna get defense down. Is it only 3 characters that get? 3 enemies get minus, yeah. So now after the first turn, they all get like 30k plus bonus HP. That's pretty decent because of Mr. Lou. And I've got 3 people stunned right now. Why have I got 3 people stunned? Oh yeah, it's because she does a stun and so does Circuit. So that first turn, if I survive that first turn, the team is actually pretty decent. It's that first turn which I need to like stabilize the team a little bit better with. I can see like 20% defense buff on some characters, and yeah. So what you're saying is she is good if people defend turn 1? No, it's more like for Mr. Lou. This is more Mr. Lou. She's good no matter what. You're not going to be able to take her turn. Like, if people focus on her, that means Mr. Lou's going to get bonus HP off. I'm happy. That's kind of... If people focus on Mr. Lou, she's going to defend. Right? And then she's going to Sigma. She nearly gets her rush natural, actually. Like, that's close to 2 natural rushes. Like, if I try and stop her from doing her Sig, I'm not going to get this guy. Like, I can easily take this guy out, or can I? I mean, this should be a takedown. Nope. How is that not? Is it because he's got reduction to crit damage? Man, that's mad powerful. So we do take him out, but now Mr. Lou, there's a bonus about taking Mr. Lou out early, right? Is now some of my characters will have infection, right? No? Do I have infection resist or something? Yeah, infection on my Shane. And on my Kenny. And that's like 1 turn infection at this point, because I've only got, like, Kenny's already taken his turn this turn, so like, and it still counts this turn. So like, if I take him out too early, there's a problem, right? And then like with Shane, I can try and take out her, which I do. But at this point, we're gonna have 3 stuns come in. I do get a resist. But I've got 2 characters stunned still. And what can I do? What can I? She's actually getting a natural rush here. Did I must have hit her with like a splash or something off of Georgia. What is her? Oh yeah, no, rush does actually quite a lot of damage. I wouldn't necessarily say this is the best team to take this team on with, but the infection kills and stuff like that will come out. Yeah. So even if I do stuff turn 1, I'm killing characters that are gonna hurt me. Wait, how did he revive? Oh yeah, okay, 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 okay. Okay, buddy. Five turns is reasonable. 5 turns is reasonable. Now that character's got a hard time of it right now. I wouldn't know how to even keep Pam and Mr. Lou alive, to be honest. Maybe if there's like a character that comes out, or you know, just has like pre-fight control in some way. Okay, some event ended. Like, I could maybe put him in a team with tough characters, and then I could have like this guy doing the bonus HP off of turn 1. I used to do that in my Wang Fa team, but then I got Barker lead, and he's a medic in a Barker team. That could work. And I could use a lot of strong characters there. The issue is like there's not like top tier strong characters right now that are defense characters. So maybe we're going to see more strong characters come out at a bit higher tier. Yeah. Circuit's more like, in my opinion, it's like kind of a smart character for the future, but at the same time she's useful right now. Because any strong character that comes out gets buffed by her instantly. And like Andre, I just see her as like Andre, who's still really useful just because of that. But the rest of this kit's like okay. You know? His payback's a little bit annoying. The rest of this kit's just okay. It's that skill, right? It's just that thing. That 45% extra defense. That's the massive part of his kit. If he didn't have that, would you use him as much? Probably not. Not in the same way. So I feel like Circuit is going to be that character. Circuit just give me options. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely put Circuit and Nor in the same team. That could definitely work. Bonus HP off of turn 1. What does Rick's lead skill do? I can't remember. All teammates get the HP as well, so she just wouldn't get the critical hit resistance, which is actually is nice. So you probably want to take advantage of that, but still, like my team with Rick in it was really solid in war. I'm probably not going to be able to use it this time because I don't think Pete's going to be able to cut the mustard this time around. Like last time, it was just like a surprise. I think people just weren't expecting him to be that useful, and he was really good. But this time around, I'm not going to use Pete. I'm going to have to think of someone else to go in here. Someone alert. Maybe someone alert. I could just put Sebastian in. That's an easy switch. Yeah. Easy switch. He's got 65k HP. How's he manage that? I haven't got any HP stuff on him. Weird. How has he managed that? How? Now you can test that team out if you want, Bretlands. Give me an idea, man. I think this is the team that's just annoying for a lot of people. Look at that. Base to 130k HP characters. And then the second I attack that team, they're instantly at like 200k HP before I even hit them. That's kind of ridiculous, right? It's just kind of... Okay then, brother. Okay then. Is it 200k? 65. Yeah. It's 200k. 200k. Not as much because she gets a little bit bonus HP for self heal. Yeah. This team. Wait. Okay. This team is the one. The reflects. What a scumbag. Why are you putting reflect on his character for, man? Do I not have focus straight away? How do I get focus on him? I'm killing an enemy. 100% chance this guy gets Halo. Sorry, not focus. Halo. Rip. That's a rip. How didn't he get his rush? He must have taken damage, right? He must have taken damage. Oh, he's normalized. Okay, yeah, that works. This also works. And now I'm screwed, actually, because I don't have... You see, I don't have Carol. That's why I hate this team, honestly. Like, I need so many tools. Like, you need so many tools to take this team out, and there's no characters that, like, have these tools in abundance. You know? So I'm going to have to, like, nuke my own team. It's like, there's nothing I can do about it. She's going to revive. That's why this team's absolutely horrible to deal with at the moment. Disarm, yeah, disarm's kind of like a must. I've got, well, in this team I've got 4 60% weapons. 60% of the time you're getting controlled. So unless you're like utilizing mass amounts of cunning characters, which I've only got one of, and it's Wayland himself. Right? It's just I could not use Ajax. I think I've got a version of this team without Ajax. Sort of. Like I could not use Ajax. We won't get any bonus HP reduction. Like the bonus of Ajax is his control roll does actually bypass the crit reduction, but he will get procced weapons, and there's 2 absolute defense alert pistols right now. One on Sebastian and then one free roaming. So like he could just get controlled by that. No hit, no crit. Same with her. She can get no hits and her massive damage just goes out the window. I think there's like... And they need a character that does like 2 things. And at the moment, a lot of these characters only do 1. You know? They need like a devastating blow character that also does camo. You know? That rather than me having to choose between the 2, those would be incorporated into one singular character. But yeah. I use Sebastian gun for rush blocking. For rush blocking? Ah, you mean like yeah, but it doesn't work against Sebastian though. And also, don't you still have to hit with that? Like again, and if you have to crit? Yeah. So like 50% of the time, if you hit a crit, it's not going to crit against that team. You could use it on a control character. There aren't that many control characters that are alert that are good. Like diamonds. Is that it? I actually don't know. Like search for control. That's just diamond, right? Yeah, just diamond. All the other ones are not very good. Or not attacking. Like Laura's not an attacking character. She doesn't like do attack. She's like, yeah. Do command. So she's the only character that can realistically hold that weapon to a good standard against that team. I think like the defense teams have progressed a little bit too much further than the rest of the game. That's just what it feels like to me at the moment. Like, the tools aren't available to deal with this stuff. It feels a lot, again, this feels a lot like the 6-star era. The 6-star era was pretty horrible when it came to gameplay. Just because all the good characters were promos, and when all the good characters are promos, free-to-play faces promo characters but doesn't have any promo characters to use. And that creates a big issue, and that's where we're at right now. Anyway, I'm gonna just have my drink 1 second. I has got the old same old. I'm running out of these actually. I've only got like 4 left. I've had one per stream for like last few weeks, so I have 1 can. I use half a can and have a whole can of Pepsi at the same time. And I have 2 glasses, 2 pints out of it, basically. Or 500 mils, 2 500 mils. How many milliliters to a pint, actually? I'm not sure. So it's around about 500 ml, I guess. But also, Sonny, I'm just testing stuff out. That team's kind of hard to like break down consistently. Like, the other way I could do it is I could sacrifice Georgia. Risky. And then what I'm doing is I'm going all in on Kenny. Right? And Kenny is a proper good damage dealer. Right? So everything's to set up Kenny here. Disarm. Reflect from camo. Bonus HP reduction from Ajax to make the first kill a bit easier. Shane's just like defense down and stuff like that. So it's like a proper, like, biggest alley-oop you've ever seen. Right? Ever. But the issue is the same thing that just happened before is he can crit for 20k because of the whole like crit reduction weapons and stuff. I don't think I can take out Nor turn 1 with this team. But we can try. We can try. I don't necessarily have to disarm her. If I can take her out, I might have a scumbag to the stun. I haven't. But I've got reflect, and this is the issue. I can try and like use my stuff on Shane. I'll just have issues pop up. I could one-shot her right now, but she could also one-shot me, right? There we go. We do get the rush. Defend. Defend turn 1. Rush turn 2 twice. I get taunted as well, but that doesn't make any difference. I should still have my... Oh damn, I get wrecked, of course. Does someone have focus remove? Yeah. No, wait. No. How did his focus get removed? Who has focus remove? Does anyone figure that out? Oh, he does it on his SIG. Remove focus from up to 3 enemies. Now, this is the problem with Shane, right? You can't rush with Shane against the meta team. I mean, I can, and I will. He also doesn't do much damage, not gonna lie. Look at that. All I did was revive her with full HP. Like, it's not even funny. So luck will tell you the minimum for Kenny is LB2. Yeah, Kenny is LB2 for sure. So yeah, you can see the issue. It's kind of obvious. It's kind of obvious. You can see the issues. Too much health to deal with. Too many like things to deal with. Not enough tools to deal with them. I mean, it's going to get worse. So in a way, it's kind of cool that war doesn't mean anything right now, because you can just put it down and just say, no, I don't want to play when the war comes around. But if it was a qualifier, you'd have to play. And I think people would hate the game even more at the moment than they do already. But we'll see. Maybe there's some new tools on the way. If there is another Mythic trial alert coming out, there could potentially be ways to deal with it. It would be funny, though. It would be funny. Because, considering all of the Mythic trials this year have all been attack team-based Mythic trials, it's crazy that we're in a defense meta. Don't you think? Don't you think? It's crazy that these tunes haven't been strong enough. I've already said it. I've already said it. Deceit. I've already said it. There's not much else to be said. I've said war rewards are bad. Warring for gold Mythic tokens is not fun. The best reward in there is medals, and it's not that many. I've been trying to push for a little bit of advanced tokens in war rewards. Not even that much. Like, I think 5k in your placement, your faction rewards, so you get 5k as a faction every war instead of gold Mythic tokens. Or it could be 5k advanced, 10k gold, and then 10k can be in milestones up to 400k, and it could just be evenly spread. So like every single milestone gives you like, you know, flat percentage of whatever it is. So if you get to 200k, you get 5k. If you get to 400k, you get 10k. Rewards people who hit 400k. People who don't still get some advanced tokens from time to time. I try my best to help when Locke is busy, even though sometimes we will disagree on stuff. I mean, you definitely, it's fine to answer questions that people have. It's all good. It's all good. Trader, Georgia, Ajax, Duck, Ghost will melt that team. Nah. there's no one to stop them from. I got 60%. Like of that lineup, 3 of them aren't going to hit me because I got 60% control characters. So 3 of those characters are getting controlled. Turn 1. Either they won't hit me because it's absolute defense, or they'll get stunned, you know, whatever. Turn 1. I'll do it every war. You've also got nothing in that team deals with Peacekeeper. There's no one to counter Peacekeeper. There's no one to counter Sebastian. Like that team's not going to work against that team at all. $22 crates of medals could prize for hours of my time. Not to me. Don't write like that, man. Don't make me read that. write it like a normal like sentence, because my brain hurts after this stuff. Trader confuses Sebastian. Yeah, but like you've got no way of removing his defense, so it's not going to melt him by any standard. He's got 60% control. So like every time your entire team does a round of attacks, only 2 of them are going to hit him on average. You know, and like you say, he confuses him, right? I think I've cheesed like really hard on him, but we'll see. I can't see right now. I'll see after this. I think I've got a defense while confused mod on him for that exact reason. Because that's one of the ways I used to deal with Sebastian as well. Just confuse him, deal with him at the end of the fight. But if he's got defense while confused, it stacks with that 400%. And yeah, he's unkillable at that point. It just takes forever. Even with like Kenny's 100% attack rush, trying to attack him. I'm not sure. Have I got that on him? Where is he? He should be up high. 1420. Is that what he is? Okay, I got defense while stunned. I should that's almost like I put it on there by accident. That's almost how I'll probably go the other way around. Let's go the other way around. Like stun doesn't matter too much. just delays me. The confuse is the one that's the problem. Make it work for. Maybe I just didn't have any. That could be it. Have you used them all? Or I've just been unlucky. I could have been like unlucky. I could have been. And no stun resist as well. That's probably why I used them. I'd have to go off trait on something, or I just have no trait bonus. That's interesting. I've never seen it say that, like down the bottom. One more, two more. Huh. Let's see if we've got a decent defense versus. I think honestly, defense versus confused, I don't get as much. I get defense versus stunned reasonable amount. I get tons of defense while disarmed. Okay, they're all attack set. Look, attack, 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 crit set and attack set. I know I've probably got some equipped, but that's mad. Let's see if we've got any equipped. Got a few. There's one non-upgraded as well. There's two non-upgraded. Why are they non-upgraded, man? Not using you at the moment. Just get rid of all this stuff. There we go, stun resist as well. Oh, it's a really bad one. Real bad. Real bad. Let me see. Equipped. $53, $73, $69, $65. I wish it would show me here who they're equipped to, so I don't have to like. Oh yeah, so why did I pick that? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Stop. 69. Okay, we'll move it from her. Got a defense while confused here as well. Let's remove it from her. She's not on any team at the moment. So get rid of all these. Stop. I need to remod my whole roster again, honestly. I haven't done it since before War Champions, so it's kind of all over the place. Yeah. This was needed. There you go. Yeah. I'll take that. But it's just a slowdown. At the end of the day, every team can be beaten. But if I can make it take you like 10, 15 turns, sometimes people will flee in that situation. I have got something to run right now, guys. It is the Beacon of Hope roadmap because of the Circuit, and I have to take Circuit in the team. Let me take my strong team down here, and I just put Circuit in it. This team, yeah. And we'll put Circuit in instead of you. Although you're a damage dealer, but I'll just prioritize using my man, or my Bear Brutus. We'll just run through this. It's not going to be too difficult, I would assume. Georgia, 70% reduction though. I know she makes it 30%, but like you're just as likely to nuke your own team as you are to almost just as likely. You've got 30% chance to nuke your own team at that point. And it will be your proper nuke too. You've got no camo in that team. Ajax takes away all bonus HP. Yeah, Ajax is a solid pick, but the issue with Ajax is, like I said, the rest of his kit isn't really helping. He's just a specialist skill. It's really hard to have characters in a team that are just specialist skills, you know? Or just leader skills. I mean, leader skills maybe a bit less problematic because that historically there have been characters that have been just leader skills. I don't understand the logic behind the current wheel system. Only having one advanced mythic per wheel round. And then they will never be put in the gold wheel. Like, do they expect spending every time they replace a previous character on a wheel, one at a time? I mean, yeah, it's weird. Maybe eventually, like, old advanced will be secondary characters. They'll probably do 2 runs of each wheel, at least. They've done a second Imani run, for instance. That's the character we're going to find out the first on Ultra. I wish I knew how to take the video. I mean, you can just take a screenshot of the enemy team. You just take a screenshot of the enemy team. It's probably not kind of like the same level as my team. That's the problem. Like, if you've got someone who's got like a top roster, their attack team is going to be weaker than their defense team. Generally speaking, the defense is just way stronger than attack right now. Unless you've not been getting very good mods, but I've been getting okay mods. Against top 10. Yeah, I'm talking about against, like, I'm not even top 10. I'm talking about like top 5. I come up against Eris in every single war, basically. You know, people who aren't using Eris in that team because Eris can't get into that team. You know, that's how strong that team can be. My Eris isn't getting into my team. She's really strong, but she's not getting into that particular team. She's in like a side team. Like, I can auto some Nor teams because they're not very good. You can tell pretty quick. But if you've not got a very good team, just put reflect mods on everybody, guys. Although it doesn't really change your HP, it just can annoy your opponent a little bit. A reflect is just such a terrible design in RTS. There was one thing I'd want to change in RTS, like straight up to do with the combat, I'd change reflect first. Honestly, it's the most... It's frustrating part of the game because there's no way to counter it at all, except the individual characters that have like reduced reflect damage down to 0. You know, that's it. And there's only what, like 2 of those characters. So I've got to take these characters in every team, and then every character can have reflect on them. It's not like a, you know, it's not kit specific. It's not like there are some people who've got bide or some people who've got payback. It's everyone's can have a reflect mod. And that's the whole... This is my biggest issue with it, is like, you know, it doesn't matter what their HP is, it's based on the number that comes up above their head. Like that 693k would have reflected back like 40% of that, so we're looking at what? About 300k, you know? Or 320. But it would reflect back 320k. And, that Walker had like 2000 HP. That's the issue. That's the, honestly, that's the part I'd fix. I think reflect could work fine like that, personally, but yeah. Hey, we get 1 mod. I think 3 of these mods are good. HP on HP is good. Defense versus on alert versus alert on HP is really good. And then daze resist. Those 3 are the great ones. And 2 of them are early, so if you actually only get like, I think if you only get 2 copies of Circuit, you're actually getting one of the best mods in here. I think Defense versus Alert on HP set here is probably the best mod actually, because it's like, isn't it like 75% Defense versus or something? It's 70% Defense versus, and you think like a character trying to defend against like, I'm gonna put on her, right? We'll test it out after this. We'll test it out after this. How much of a difference it makes on her with like what's his name? Against a Kenny. We'll see how much reduction it does to Kenny. versus having it versus not having it, and seeing if it stacks with her passive. I'm 99% sure it will, because the other one stacked with passives, but we'll see. We shall see. I just seen she's got like a something on her arm that makes her look like a predator. She's got like the thing on her arm, and then she's got the disc at the end of it. It's like some sort of weapon predators have. Who's the most guaranteed disarm? Is it Carl? Carl's the most guaranteed disarm character, right? In terms of like, is Carl a control character, or is he cunning? I think he's cunning. Imagine making a disarm cunning. Yo, what's up, Basham? Welcome to the stream. Welcome in. Are we doing alright? Had a good weekend. Appreciate you tuning in. Kaboom. Man. I will say this, after playing quite a few different games recently, RTS in-game music is underrated in terms of like the type of sound it has. Because like this round will change, right? No, okay. It has 2 different types of combat music. It then has like a combat like chill music, because like when I get into the menu here, it might chill. Or no, that's one of the 2 types. Sorry. And then it has a like a town screen music, but all of the music that they have in the game is pretty chill. In terms of like, or pretty like on point. Just this is a flat comparison to All Stars. All Stars has like crazy manic. Like this chill here. Like this is proper chill. Now, All Stars has chill music as well on its town screen. I played Ace recently a lot. Fairly chill music in certain parts of this game. Ace is just weird because all the characters speak. They shout stuff when they're gonna do their ultimates and things like that. I want to see the second half. Yeah, this is it. This is the second type of combat music where it's not as like crazy. It's not too over the top, right? I like it. Brought me some appreciation. Okay, what I'll do is I'll test this out first, guys. Let's test this out. We'll unmod her, and then I'll nuke her a bunch of times, right? When I say unmod her, I mean I'll just take this off. Okay, well, we'll nuke her a bunch of times. She's just got a stun, so it's not a problem. She's got sort of stun weapon. The only problem I've got is defense down could land on her, so I'll take that team. Stun could land on her as well. Your friendly defense. Okay, wrong team. Wrong team. If I get a random stun, it's not going to do anything. Okay, we'll see. Okay, 18 non-crit. That's really low because she's got inbuilt. What's she got inbuilt? 60% damage multiplier. Right? 60% damage multiplier reduction. So if that crits, that's like 40k. That's half her HP, but that's a Kenny, you know? That's a Kenny. If it crits. So we're getting between 18 and 22k base. And if it crits, but his crits will have bigger multipliers, so it might not be like simply put. Wait, is she a tank? Yeah. That was what? Why was that only 9k? If I crit, the resistance makes the damage go lower? That's weird, isn't it? What? Improved teammate reviving. What's her base weapon? Stun and Halo. Okay. Also, that's the thing. Oh, I just figured it out actually. With her base weapon, I've got that first turn protection that I need. Which is the Halo will just revive them. Okay. Straight away it's just like, yeah, no problem. But let me just figure this. I need to hit a crit, man. Oh, the graze is proccing. Okay, we'll remove the graze because we don't want the RNG of the graze to happen. I just want to hit a crit just so I can see what happens. But we'll remove the graze on equip. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep HP and defense. I just wanted to see what her stats were like. Okay. Just hit a crit, please. There we go. 56k. We'll hit one or two more. Okay, this is unmodded defense versus. So this is without a defense versus mod. Why is there such a big difference there? She hasn't got graze anymore. Oh, is that such a... Oh, maybe I'm getting 75% of... Yeah, I am. I'm getting minus 75% attack. So that's why the big difference comes in. So that's a minus 75% attack. So it's 56k if I don't have it. 30k if I do. So that's first time protection with Rosie. That's actually pretty good against this sort of team anyway. So now I'm going to just put on the defense versus. This is going to make sure, like, this is going to give us an idea if it actually stacks. I'm guessing it does. Like, I assume it does. I should have asked someone from Scopely, but I'm guessing it does. Because the offensive ones stack. I might have to change it to HP set, but I don't know. We'll see. She gets a lot of defense anyway, so maybe. Okay. Where's the team? Okay, so was it 30k was minus 75%? I haven't got minus 75%, so it should be 56k. That number's going to be hard to know actually. But the base is 11k, so before the base was 20. Looks like it's stacking. It looks like it's stacking. Yeah. That's a minus 75%. So what did we hit? We hit 30 and now we just hit for 15. Literally just half the damage. We just halved the damage. Pretty much. So now a non 75% reduction will do like 28k damage. Oh, he's got minus 75% again. She is tanky, man. She is tanky. And this isn't even how tanky she can get, because I can get better stats on her base weapon, which I just haven't upgraded yet. Yeah. It stacks. And she's tanky. Pretty nasty, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty nasty. Not gonna lie, guys. Okay, our giveaway is gonna happen in about 20 minutes if you still want to enter. Link is in the pinned message in the chat. Oh, they're making me spend more energy. We're drawing it out. 3 winners. Three winners. Is her weapon 1 or 2 turn Halo? 1 turn Halo. Nice. Okay, guys, let's just pretend that there is a mythic trial starting in the next 2 weeks. What do you want it to be? There's a bunch of different options. We've got 4 traits and 2 types of teams. So, do you want it to be like a... Well, let's say we just had a strong attack team in Outlanders. So, do you want it to be like a tough attack team? Could help against Nor teams. Do you want it to be a strong defense team, which would help because of Circuit is here, so, you know, the combo. What do you want to see? Like trait specific and attack defense specific. Is there any things you like to see there? I want a lock. What, a lock character? It would be great. Got to be an attack support with control. It works. What trait though? And the issue you've got is when we say attack, this would be like the 4th mythic trial in a row that's attack, and you know eventually they're gonna do a defense, and eventually they're gonna do fast defense. Eventually, gonna do fast attack. I think these are big ones to come. I talked about it in my fast video. Fast attack is way behind everything else. Way behind. Fast defense hasn't happened yet. This seems to be a big void in RTS. Tough attack seems to be a big void, and strong defense seems to be a big void. Alert seems to be pretty solid. Defense team is fine, more than fine. Attack characters are pretty decent too. You know, but fasts seems to be a problem across the board. There are the odd really powerful fast character, but it doesn't seem to be like the squad, you know. Same can be said for a defense strong. Same can be said. Tough attack honestly needs to have an actual team. I'd love to see a tough attack team. Rainbow trait. You're just going for a rainbow trait. I don't like, honestly, I'm not a fan of the rainbow trait mythic trials. Honestly, I liked it to be at least, at most, maybe 2 traits. You know, keep it old school with the teams. At most 2 traits. And I think like the damage dealers of the trait should be very similar. Like maybe 2 of one and 1 of another. So let's say like fast. No, let's go with tough and alert. Just a ranged attack team, right? 2 tough, 1 alert on the damage dealers, or the more offensive based characters. And then the support characters can be like 2 alert and 1 tough. So like the meta defense right now is alert, so we need more tough offense. If it was fast right now, we'd want more strong offense, and then you could have like fast support. If you get what I'm saying. A lockdown character with either a padlock or Clem shotgun. Still Clem shotgun. I'm not sure about that one. What actually happened to Clem shotgun? It would be cool to see a fast defense character. Like, what about a fast human shield? Like 5-star Michonne. Human shields are weird, right? I don't think they're as powerful as they used to be. Kind of like commands aren't as powerful as they used to be. And it's because of sig moves. I think sig moves have changed a lot. But in both cases, like, you don't need a command as much because sig moves are still really good. Like some people's sig moves hit for like 300% and their rushes hit for like 2 attacks of 300%. So it's not like you're missing out on too much. So I think sig moves have kind of like, and sig moves have changed how revives work as well, of course. But so I think sig moves have kind of reduced that. Same with human shields, like you don't have to basic attack turn 2, you're sig moving turn 2 and still gaining AP. So I think yeah, the game's changed, you know. But what trait haven't we got a shield from? Is it fast? We've got Rosie, Uncle Sam. We don't have an alert shield, but alert shields are generally quite toxic because of the The stun, especially 6-star stun weapons. 6-star, 60% stun weapon. No thanks. No thanks. Oh, thank you. The 60% weapons are like a major irk of mine right now. The only way to get around it is going to be stun, and stun is kind of poopy. Because of the whole defense or stun thing, you can cheese it so easily. Kinda. Oh, we're going to get a lot of crates on this. 20 Lilith and Ulysses. I wonder if I actually get any duct tape. I might be able to do some crafts today if I get the territories. Any tune that doesn't hit, like, is it me or attack team characters just seem underpowered? Like Shane, I've got Shane maxed out and he's not really doing much against these meta teams, honestly. Like, I've got to do the next tier list, and I'm not sure, man. I'm prepping Shane for like not a really like super high tier at the moment. It's kind of strange. He's maybe not up there. His rush, his pants, yeah, 100%, 1000% don't seem to do much these at all. Because it can't crit. And even if it could get resisted anyway. It's just... it doesn't seem to hit very hard. Only his SIG hits hard, which is weird because his SIG is 700%. But I guess it's because it can crit, right? It's weird. His smooth is which makes no sense. It's almost like the 1000% doesn't work properly. I need to test it out, like crit versus non-crit. Is it 700% damage on Shane's move against only alert characters, right? Where is he? I thought he would have been up high. I surely I've maxed this guy, yeah. Yeah, so it's 700% if they're alert. It's almost like they're doing 400% plus 300%, which would then be 300% or 400% on top. Which is probably what is happening, honestly. And instead of it being 700%, it's actually like crazy amounts higher. At that point, wouldn't it be like 1900%? I wouldn't be surprised, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it's calculating. Circuit doesn't hit worth anything on her rush. 1000% of 18k. I mean, I said this. That, I think, was just a number to seem big. But against a defensive character, she'll still wreck somebody. Against an attacking character, she'll still wreck somebody. Like, it would still hit for thousands. Can't check. I'm running QOT. Can't work out what that means. My brain. My brain. But yeah, she doesn't do much at all. We hit 30 likes on the stream today, guys. If you are logged into YouTube, I would not mind another few likes. I do appreciate the people who have hit that like button already. Thank you very much. Queen of Tides, that's it. Yeah, Queen of Tides. You know you can do multiple windows, Cygnus. You can open like a second window, depending on how good your PC is. If you go into your BlueStacks folder, there'll be the multi-instance manager, and you can just copy and paste your original one, and then just open it. You'll have to log in. I think you might have to log into Actually, if you copy and paste it, I think you're fine. Like, I think it's just make a duplicate of. Like, when you start new, it's like, use this as a base or something. So should I bring it up on the stream right now? Oh, you can't see it. I think it's because it's an arrow window. It's actually on the middle of my screen right now. You can't see it. I'll message you on Discord, Sinus. There you go. So right now I have 3 there. The third one I was trying to set up for All Stars, but I decided to just use it on the RTS one instead. So I just, yeah. And then you can start one or start both. It's really good for Ace, because you can just constantly running Ace as you're playing another game. Because Ace right now is just... Ace is next level, the amount of stuff they're asking you to do. Absolute next level. 10 minutes away, guys, from the giveaway. 10 minutes. Do we get any... bit off topic, I do apologise, but I can't check in game right now. I always shut down multi-instant stuff when I'm streaming, just because it did... as much as I did like to farm stuff in the other games, but it did tend to lag me a bit. Do we get any Loon shards for the Queen of Tide stuff? I'm guessing we don't. Just like some basic stuff. I'm going to have to talk to you a bit about the stuff that we get there, actually. I'm kind of just trying to decide what to do with my stuffs. She did decentish damage there, 27k. Can that crit, actually? Is it deal damage? It's deal damage, so it can't crit. Which I think I said was fair, like, because if that could crit, you just get a random crit from a defense team character on 1000%. It's like, seems a bit like not legit so much, guy. Thank you very much. We stunned their entire team. I think we have. Yeah, they're all stunned. Pretty sure Alpha was already stunned, but it's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Let's see how much percentage she does. Okay, he cleanses himself. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Oh, you see that? Let's check the wording. Oh, wait, it's one other enemy gets. Huh. The hemorrhage doesn't go to the person she attacks. That actually doesn't make it that great. Because it won't work in Faction Assault. Unless there's like side characters. You know how they had in past Faction Assaults? That part is a little bit unfortunate. I'll check out. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's just an option. It's pretty straightforward. And I think there's loads of tutorial videos online, so definitely worth. Like I make my BlueStacks windows like a quarter of my screen, or not even that, like maybe a ninth of my screen, and I have 2 of them running at the same time, and then I have Discord as well, and then I have like half of my monitor taken up by webpage. That's generally how my desktop looks, and then I have my second monitor completely open but turned off most of the time. I only really turn it on for streaming or recording. Pretty much. Okay, after this roadmap, guys, I'll just start giving up the giveaway. I hope that the person who wins is on stream. It makes it much easier. We will do some backup winners, of course. Okay, lots of big mods. Now, I could just switch her to HP set. Definitely. She has higher defense right now than she does HP. That's without her weapon. So I might just switch her to HP set. Like, what is Barker? Is he a defense leader or a HP leader? I think he's defense, right? Yeah. Let me just check out her in a Barker team, because I think she could be cool in a Barker team. Yeah, and this is without a defense weapon right now. Look at Barker's defense rating. Oh, it's just absolutely dirty. Right, her defense is awesome. 70k, so she definitely needs HP. Okay, we're switching it around. She's going to lose a little bit of defense here, but not much. A little bit. So we'll should we give her HP on HP? Or should we give her defense on HP? I like 70k defense though, it just looks nice. I will probably get to 35% defense, so maybe that'll count. We might mess around. I'll see later. We'll give her the big mods. Where's the other big mod that I just got? It's that one. No, it's that one. So we'll give it those three. And instantly she goes to 65k. It's not too bad. Not too bad. I could cheese defense while. I think I'll do double resist. She's got such good like stats. Could go for graze for even more reduction. I'll figure out what I'll do here. Defense while seems like a better one. Like stunned, I've got 100%, and then a resist. Let's go for like a confuse, something like that. Not very good one. Okay, I'll remove that actually, sorry. HP. Stun resist. Oh no, confuse resist we're going to try and get right. No, this is probably under someone important. Nope. Nope. The answer is nope. 79%. Yeah, this team's more likely to get stunned because it's... Or is it? I don't know. I don't know. Where are you going? Didn't I just remove the HP confuse resist? I'm proper baffled right now. Equipped. HP. Where did it go? I see it now. Whatever. I'll just do this. It's probably easier. It's weird. Okay. She's looking good. She's looking good. I need just to increase, do her weapon. I need to remod Barker. And that'll be that, I think. And then probably... Tough. I'll think about what I can do here. I want to try and get him in this team. Isn't he RTS? Oh, that's so unfortunate. Wait, oh my god, wait, I didn't think about this. There's a lot of buffs coming, isn't there? Who are the Road to Survival 2 characters? No. She's gonna be Road to Survival 1. Doesn't that mean she gets the buff from Barker? 40% defense buff. She basically gets Barker's lead skill. Can't remember when that happens though. The rest aren't really that it. You know, there's no tough character here, man. That's the defense team character. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'll probably have to remod this dude for HP. He's probably got defense now. Yeah. 70k defense on William. I never thought I'd see the day, mate. Never thought. Never ever. Never ever did I. Actually crazy. Which weapon is in his hands? Oh, there we go. We're going to do the giveaway just after this. Whoever asked, I just saw someone ask. One sec. Want to see? No. Just want to see my stats. No. Where's me? There. Is it much bonus HP? Not much, but it's nice-ish. Another 20k, so they basically got like 81k HP turn 1. And her weapon's not it. I also have Halo on everybody. Who should I put as the last character? Like Vance? I could do like Vance. I could do a command. Is this a quick team? Like, he rushes quick, but what's the point? There's not much point. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I forgot that due to the gifted sub, I have access to the remodeling videos. Nah, everybody has access to those because I released them to everybody. I said after 1 month I'm going to release this to everybody, and I did exactly that. Any moment now, indeed. I'm going to take off the writing on the screen. I mean the early ones, if you do any before the 15th. Ah, right. True. Will I do any before the 15th? I mean, I don't know, maybe. I need to figure out some exclusive content to do for members. I haven't had anyone like message me, oh, you could do this or anything like that. So like, I'm not the only one who's not figuring out any ideas. You know, I would like to do that from time to time. You know, once every 1 to 3 months would be nice. Some exclusive stream or a piece of content that's out for about a month before anyone else sees it. Obviously, I can't do it to like too crazy a standard. Like, it can't be like, oh, you get to see this character like a month in advance. Not gonna, that is not going to happen. That is not going to happen. How to beat the meta team. I mean, I could do like a how to beat Peacekeeper team that's behind membership stuff. And then how to beat like a Nor team, high membership stuff. But then people will be mad. But I'll have to be like put in the comment. I know you don't see comments if you're not a member. Maybe I'll be like, it could be in the thumbnail. Members only video, public release, and I'll put like a date of the Nor PK Rick team. Yeah, it's tough. Those teams are tough. Honestly, I'm trying to figure out like it's probably like a cheese team. You know, it's probably a cheese or like an absolute team. It's one of the two. Top level teams of those teams are rough. So I'm thinking it's going to be something like Mike's going to be involved somewhere, you know. Maybe like Michelle team. The only thing is that you don't really want to rush with Michelle. If you want to hit auto, she can't rush against those teams. Same issues. So I have to write down the things that I kind of want the team to have, which would be like heal reduction, daze, infection. Those are honestly the most important things. Heal reduction, daze, infection. And just any sort of control. Any debilitating, like confuse, stuns, like on top. So like potentially like Carl could be good. Because he has a lot of control and behind Rick teams. But I think he has to crit. No, he doesn't. He just does crit. He just has a guaranteed crit. And he is not a control character. The fact that he's cunning is so annoying. Because he's a disarm, he literally doesn't get much with cunning. And I'm pretty sure they don't stack. Well, they can't because disarm's 100%. So his cunning is honestly just not very good for him being an attacking character. It only works if he gets attacked. That's rough. Would have been better if he was a control character. Could reduce the chance of crits reduction. Also, better chance for his stun to land. But he could potentially stun 3 enemies turn 1. That's a good character. I have to look at the rest of his kit. Disarm is a bonus. It doesn't matter if they cheese if you have an effect-based team. So yeah, I'll figure something out. I want to try and make it as accessible as possible. It's like, oh yeah, use Georgia and Shane. There's no point to that video. Anyway. We'll set up the giveaway, guys. I'm not even sure if my overlays and stuff are working. One sec. Okay, my overlays are working. Here we go. Let me just I haven't gone to the website for ages. Seems like a hot minute. A hot minute. What's the website called? Okay, I found it. I found it. We need the Pizza Hut adverts. Where they be? Where they be? Also need a link to the actual giveaway video. And that is Laura's video. I'll link it in chat for you guys.
Just download
No.
Just download the game. That's it. Real.
Good. One of them games is like, oh yeah, you pull the lava down and don't let it hit the water. Anyway. Find duplicate user, filter comments. Yep. Specific word was romance. And then how many entries we've got so far? 149, not a huge amount. If you still want to enter, you can enter here. Okay. Let's get up on the screen. Okay. 149 entries thus far. Did I lose yet? I mean, you've got 3 chances of winning. You've got more than 1% chance of winning. It's not bad, just for typing a word. You have to type it on the video I linked in chat. I linked the chat. It says enter here. Click that video. You have to enter it there. Now, for these ones, we don't have it as you have to make an actual sentence, but it would be nice. You can get spammed by YouTube. YouTube can be like, yo, this is just someone spamming romance. We'll just block their comment. If YouTube blocks your comment, which you do not see, that you don't see if they block your comment, then your entry does not count. It was a lie when I won Texas twice. Do you get those rewards? I don't understand. How do I enter? You go to the video I linked. You type romance. I do it as part of a comment. Well, all it brought me to was yeah, that's how you enter. You go to that video, you make a comment on that video, and you have the word romance in your comment, and that enters you into the giveaway. As you can see on the screen, the video for Laura is the YouTube video URL at the top, and then it says text or hashtag to filter it by, and it says romance. Pretty straightforward. I talk about romance. Look, upgrade your relationships, guys. It's whether it's picking at me up saying it on my mic, or it's like, oh yeah, he said about being a daddy. Romance. Yeah, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Not at all. Not at all. I'm going to do a draw in a moment, guys, and then we're going to do the backup winners as well. We're going to do some backup winners. That will require you actually writing a sentence, not just writing the word, basically. It sounds like you're saying basically there was a romance in that video. I mean, there was. You've not seen the thumbnail? Did I enter just in time? I mean, you tell me. If you wrote romance as a comment in that video, then yeah, you would have entered just in time, I guess. I haven't done the draw yet, so yeah. There is that. I'm gonna click get comments, guys, and then we're gonna do the draw. First, 3 names out of the hat win 5k tokens each, advanced tokens, and then I'll put the 3 people on a wheel. We'll spin the wheel, and then one person will get an extra 5k, making it 10k total for them. Okay, so we're gonna get YouTube comments. 149 entries goes up to probably, like, I'm gonna guess 157. It's gonna be 8 extra entries. 155, that's close. An extra 6. Okay, first the 3 winners. Guaranteed 5k tokens. If you're in the stream, it's awesome, because then I don't have to like try and chase you, which I'm not going to do too hard. I'm not going to chase people too hard. The first winner is going to be Robert Blankenship. Laura and Dwight bring in the romance to RTS. Hot stuff. There we go. That's one winner. 5k tokens. I'll reply to Robert on his comment, and also I'll be putting on my Discord. So that's 5k for him. He has... I'm going to give him until Thursday stream until Thursday stream to like pick up his winnings, or at least message me on Discord. Congrats to Robert indeed. Second winner, he can't win a second time, just FYI, but it's unlikely. Colin Rogers. I'd like to see the romance between Laura and Dwight more. There we go. Storyline. What's a story roadmap? There we go. Congratulations to Colin. Same sort of deal. Gonna reply to this comment so he gets the info. It's going to be announced on my Discord. The info is in this video as well. I did announce when this was going to be drawn. So 3 ways for this guy to figure out that he's won. Last winner, that's going to go on the wheel for the spin. Little spin. And then we'll spin it. And then we'll pick the 3 backup winners from the stream, guys. So stick around, because I'll be honest, backup winners are won a bunch of times. These main winners don't always claim their stuff. So you guys in stream have got a pretty good chance. Last is going to be Afro Samurai. He is a stream regular. I don't think he's here right now. No romance without finance, of course. Okay. Just killing the romance a little bit here. But Afro Samurai is also a 5k winner. Again, I'll reply to the comments, so on and so forth. And we're going to get all of these people's names in a hat. And I'm going to just switch to another overlay, and then we'll come back a sec. Now this website was called We'll Decide. That's it. That's the one. Okay. Yes, agree. We've got... Who did we have? We had Robert... Was it Colin. Was it Robert, Colin, and Afro Samurai? I'm not going to put their whole names except Afro Samurai because it would be just kind of weird to just write Afro. So, Robert, Colin, and Afro Samurai will apply the wheel changes. 3 names on the wheel. I'll just let you guys see it. Why am I getting this ad? Why? Oh, try not to show that ad. 1 second. There we go. Okay, so you can see the 3 names. White, Colin, yellow, Robert, blue, Afro Samurai. Whichever one is on the left-hand side, you can see this little tiny line. It will show up on the screen which one it actually lands on, but there's a little, like, marker pointing onto the wheel. You know how these wheels work. Whichever person's on that marker when it spins. So we'll see. An extra 5k tokens for somebody. It's gonna be Colin. Colin's gonna get the extra 5k. So he's gonna be like 10k. We're gonna have Robert, and we're also gonna have Afro Samurai in the 5k slots. Now if Colin doesn't take his reward, Robert will be pushed up to number 1 because he was the second drawn. And he'll take the 10k, and then Afro will still be in the 5k slot, and then one of the backup winners, which I'm about to draw, will be in the 5k slot. And then if both Robert and Colin don't claim, Afro Samurai will be pushed up to 10k. 2 backup winners will come in, and sometimes it has happened where all 3 of the main winners do not claim, and then we have 3 backup winners come in. We're going to draw the backup winners in just a second, guys. I'm going to get that set up. 1 second. I don't know why I even try. I mean, because it takes 2 seconds. Might as well, you know. This is free tokens. Just don't feel so invested in it. It's just for fun. Literally just for fun. Okay, what video should I do? I think I'll do the tough tier list, because that got screwed over by YouTube. That'll be good. Just to give it a couple more comments and views. Would be nice. Okay, guys. Now you've got to make this as part of a sentence as the backup winners. You have to make it as part of a sentence. You go to this video and you make a comment that has the word I'll write in chat, okay? My favorite tough, and that's it. I'll just say my favorite tough. You can say tune, character, whatever you want to write afterwards. My favorite tough weapon, maybe. I mean, it's about characters, but my favorite tough is the thing that you have to write. And I'm getting lingerie adverts right now. 1 second. Why does it do this to me? I mean, it's like, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's a mix. It's not too risky, but at the same time, I prefer not. Whatever, the way I spell it right there. The way I spell it right there, I'm going to copy paste that. I know people different spell it different, but I'm just going to use that spelling. I do Americanize a lot of my spelling due to RTS, unfortunately. And we've got 8 comments so far on that. My favorite tough. Okay, we might get the random lingerie advert come back. Potluck, guys. It's potluck. It's potluck. We're going to do 3 winners, and the order in which I draw you guys out is the order in which you have a chance to be the backup winner. So if you're first out, and only one person drops out or doesn't claim their reward, you're the one who goes in. If you're second out, 2 people have to drop out. If you're the third one, it's very unlikely to happen, but yeah, all 3 have to drop out. Ready to clip. I mean, we'll see. Where it says coupon codes available now, it seems to be just like RNGing. It was like, I can't even remember. Do you like to wear high legs stockings and feel sexy at the same time? That's like, I mean, you know, who doesn't? Who doesn't? But yeah, I don't know. So the adverts like is something that I never have to deal with, but that's obviously targeting women there. Kind of interesting. So I could just picture like a random woman like holding a cup of tea and then just seeing an advert and just putting it down, going, "You know what? Yes." It's like, is that the way that ad works? You know. Okay, how many entries we got? 13. Okay, guys, don't knock it till you try it. I mean, I have worn compression stockings before, but it hasn't been like actual like full stockings. It's just been like a one leg, and I'm gonna be honest, I felt amazing, fabulous. Okay, I'm gonna click roll. First winner, or first backup winner who would go in if one person dropped out from the stream is gonna be Steve. He's been a bit cheeky in chat. He's been a bit silent. My favourite tune, tough tune, is PK. Okay, just kidding. He's been chilling. He's been chilling in chat. Just comes in. First backup winner. I see how it is. Okay, next backup. I'm actually getting the advert right now. You can see the person's face right at the bottom of the stream. She's not wearing much else. I'm just going to be putting it that way. Being chilly. It's all good, Steve. It's all good. Pick another winner. Second backup winner is going to be Bartholomew. What's up, Bartholomew? My favourite tough guy is John Wick. I mean, is John Wick actually a tough guy? Don't think he is. Oh, damn. It's appeared, guys. Okay, little scroll up. Pick another winner. Third backup is gonna be it's gonna be Soul 2828. My favorite tough tune is Trader. He's a bad. I was close. He's a bad mother. Okay, so there's the 3 backup winners. Depending on what place you're in, depends on how many people have to drop out. You can't say that about John Wick. I mean, I don't think he's a tough guy. He was pretty what's the word? He was pretty chill until they messed with his dog, man. I mean, guy has a heart. He's not like a, yeah. Don't mess with a guy's dog like that. Not good enough to clip. Yeah, it's not crazy, but yeah. Not sure if I could. I mean, it was risky. Honestly, it was risky because if it got blocked by YouTube, it would not have shown up. Risky. It was risky. You took the risk. I've just got a random ad that's popped. That's not great. That's not great. Congrats to the winners and the backup winners. We're going to be doing another giveaway, guys, next Monday because we've got a giveaway on the go on Circuits video as well. So if you haven't actually, you know, signed up to it, then go do that. John Wick uses pistols more, so I'd be considered an alert character. True. True. He does use shotguns a little bit, but definitely a pistol guy for sure. Do you think like the gentleman was kind of the idea behind the gentleman was a little bit because doesn't he wear an earpiece randomly in one of the movies? And I'm pretty sure the gentleman's wearing an earpiece. You see? See what I'm saying? I know it goes to like his radio, but wasn't he wearing an earpiece to a radio as well in one of the movies? Like one of the earlier ones too. I could be wrong. Like there's a lot of source inspiration from movies and TV shows and stuff for characters in RTS. It's just the way it goes. But in terms of visuals, it's a fixed reroll. I'm the backup winner. Not this time, man. Not this time. It was actually funny because you'd been my winner a couple of times. It got kind of raised a little bit. Not like, is this legit? Kind of just like oh, this person's won multiple times sort of situation. Like, this is interesting. Oh, they're in your faction. No, it wasn't that bad. But like, it was just like, yeah. Okay, S-Class, you say? It was an alert, right? Yeah, that's much more like John Wick style, right? It's such a shame that it didn't have a sound for a silencer, man. I was talking about, like, they could literally go to Fiverr and ask a guy to do a sound for $5. Like literally it costs $5. It's like just have someone make a sound. It just goes doof, doof. Like, there we go, I did it. Sample it, Scopely, for free. You're welcome. Doof, 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 doof. Oh, Weird Girl, thank you so much. It should pop up on the screen in a second. I do appreciate it. I'm just out here making gun sounds for Scopely, man. Nah, I did it for free, so I don't work officially there. Not official. I said they could have it for free, guys. I'm not sure why it's not popping up. Maybe it's going to pop up now.
Feels good. Sounds good.
Yeah, sometimes it's really delayed. Thank you very much, Wego. I do appreciate that super chat. Thank you so much. I saw you're in WD Stars in All Stars. It's nice to see some faces from the members in All Stars. It's always good fun. Always good fun. Thanks for all your help. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I'm hoping it's, like I said, I hope it's useful. I like making content. If it's useful for people, that's great. That's great. A big bonus. Actually useful. Thumbs up. But thank you very much for the super chat. I do appreciate that a lot. And thank you very much for the ongoing support as a member as well. You've got a pink badge, so it's been over a year for you. The way Locke says silencers sounds like Duff Duff. Silencers. Oh, you mean the way I make the silencer sound? But that's how they sound. They're kind of like, it isn't, it's a suppressor. It's not really a silencer. It kind of just goes doof, doof. Like it doesn't just go bang, like there's some pow sound. It kind of just like minimizes the sound, but you still hear it. If someone shot a silencer like 10 foot away from you and you knew what a silencer, like, you knew what a suppressed weapon sounds like, you would instantly know what it was. It's just if they shot it like 100 feet away from you, you might not be able to hear it compared to an actual, you know, it doesn't, this might be it. A suppressed weapon can't echo, but I think a non-suppressed weapon can echo. That might be some weird thing in terms of like how loud it echoes. So if you were in like in a building, looking at a building, and you're like in a, what would you call it, like a courtyard, a normal shot would echo quite heavily throughout the courtyard, but a suppressed one probably wouldn't echo at all. You wouldn't hear it, like, you wouldn't hear it 100 foot away. I could be wrong there, but my assumption is on suppressed weapons that's how it kind of works. It's more about making it silence for distance, not for so they can't tell where the source of weapon is. That's why you have these massive, and I think, doesn't it also change the tracer? You can mess around with the tracer or something like that. Movie sound. Yeah, I know. But like, if you're right next to a suppressor, you're gonna hear it. You know what you're listening for. You know what it is. But if you're 100 foot away, I think they're quite silent. Like the sound doesn't travel compared to like a normal gunshot. Even normal gunshots don't sound that loud depending on the weapon. Like if you shoot a pistol, it doesn't sound anything like it does in the movies. Again, in the movies they make out it sounds like you know, like a car's exhaust, right? When exhaust pops on a car and it makes this mad bang sound. That's what they make out like a pistol makes the sound of. It doesn't make it sound that high. Pistols can make the sound of like they almost sound like popping champagne bottles. That's what a pistol can sound like. You know? It just sounds like the cork coming out of a champagne bottle. Just like pop, 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 pop. But it's distinctive enough if you know what the sound is. Now explosives, on the other hand, explosions sound like you're dropping like frying pans and stuff. Because everything's falling around and clattering around, but yeah. At least this is the way I've seen it. I've seen some movies and some video games which have accurate portrayals of weapon sounds. It just sounds so odd. It just sounds so odd. But the portrayals of these things in movies and video games is always weird. Like, it's like shotguns, right? Shotguns in video games are terrible long range. Like, they're only good if the enemy's like 2 foot away from you. They're monstrous if they're 2 foot away from you. But in reality, shotguns are like a cheat weapon. They're much better than that. They can shoot pretty far. They're devastating if someone's closer, though. But they actually can be really good long range, too. Not like sniper rifle range, but like, you know, 20 foot away, still going to actually wreck someone with a shotgun. Absolutely wreck. But I think they just make these changes due to balancing in video games. Otherwise, everyone would use a shotgun. Simple. What's your guys' favourite like movie or video game weapon? And no one can say the GoldenEye pistol. No one can say the GoldenEye pistol. I feel that one straight away. I like the AWP from CSGO. That always felt pretty good. Did like Did you already do the road map? By the time I realized he was killed and he couldn't click it on it. Which road map? This is some vital info right now. Olympia from Call of Duty Zombies. A lot of the weapons that I'm getting in Borderlands are quite fun as well. Is it just some OP weapon or like a rare weapon or something? It's probably from the silver roadmap 8 page. The silver nuggets one. I didn't see... I mean, there could have been Ataris there, to be honest. I wasn't looking too hard. The long knife that Lydia holds. Okay. Most has left foot in FIFA. Okay. Silver Strike, yeah. Could be on that one. I'm guessing he's on that roadmap. This one? Pack a punch, not pack up punch. It's all good. It's all good. That's pretty cool. You can upgrade the weapons though. I never really played zombies. Played it a little bit. Wasn't really my thing. Let me think. Oh, I did like that dude from James Bond who used like a top hat as a weapon or something. What was his name? Big tubby guy. And also there was a guy who used his teeth like Jaws. I think his name was Jaws actually. I can't remember the guy's name who threw his hat. It had like a sharp blade on the edge of it. That was pretty cool. Odd Job, that's the one. Odd Job. His hat got him into trouble in the end. It's what took him out. It's what took him out. I can't really think of any others that are like standout weapons. Yeah. I do love MP5s though, like in general. When I play games, I don't think there's actually too many MP5s in this game. I think they're like that weapon. That is an MP5. There we go. The Trader's Armored MP5. One of my favourite weapons is the MP5 with a silencer on it or a suppressor. I'm playing on like Far Cry. Far Cry has this with suppressor. So much fun. So much fun. You got Discord. Never heard of it. 8% bleed damage from stat damage, 4 turns and maim on basic attack. Tyrese weapon. Yeah, but it probably isn't that. But was it 8% bleed damage from stat and maim on basic attack? Is it maim crits, you mean? Yeah, that isn't that great. That is not great at all. But maybe it's got different stats on it, you know. Sometimes you see weapons on roadmaps and it's different than what it turns out to be in reality, you know. That sort of thing. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe they'll release it. Maybe they won't. Who's to say? Who's to say? I think I'm going to end my stream here though, guys. I'm going to be streaming All Stars tomorrow. I might actually finally think about actually releasing a video on my channel. Could be a good idea. We'll see. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll think about it. But that's going to be the end of my stream today. I will see you for All Stars content tomorrow. The next RTS stream will be Thursday, I think. We'll have to wait and see. But I want to thank you very much for tuning in today's stream. If you are a backup winner, I would message me on Discords, although I think all 3 people have won something in the past. I think. I'm pretty sure. So if you've won something, it's not as much of a problem because I can easily get your details. But if you message me just to say like, yeah, I'm a backup winner, it's near like the top of my inbox, which would be nice. But no pressure. It's all good. But that's it in my stream today, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for the continuing membership. We did have a continued membership earlier on the stream, Hando. Appreciate it. And also thank you very much for the super chat from Weird Girl earlier on in the stream. It is appreciated. Hope you have a good day, guys. Good evening, whatever it is for you guys. But that is the end of my stream. Take care, and as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. Goodbye, goodbye, guys. Goodbye, goodbye.